Hey, YouTube, what's up? What's happening? General chat chiming in, saying good morning. Wednesday morning. I was just reading up, thinking as usual. So I'm watching the news, and man, everything is changing right now before our very eyes. I mean, the whole system. You know, everything is AI and robotics, and the war. Well, there's like 3 wars going on right now. There's actually more than that. All of the wars are not being televised, right? So you have to really pay attention to where you are in your life, what you're doing. The whole Hollywood curtain is, I don't know if it's coming down, being exposed. I don't even know how you may want to put it. Hollywood, the entertainment industry, money and currency is changing. It's all going digital. AI stocks are soaring and being traded, and technologies are emerging. You're going to see some amazing technologies come out in the next couple of years. Some stuff that's already developed, however, the market is not ready. Just like they're getting the market ready for, the sale of robots. You're going to be able to, people are buying them now. I heard Kim Kardashian was one of the first to buy a Tesla bot already. And then there's a rapper. It wasn't a Tesla, but it was another robot, and he, asking it. Already he's doing the ninja stuff. The ignorant, asking it stupid questions. But of course, that's all we do. Bunch of foolishness, right? But it's all good. But yeah, you're gonna be able to buy a robot like you buy a car. They're gonna be walking with you in the grocery store, and you're gonna see some idiot sitting with one at the movie theater or at the bar or whatever. Donald Trump, he's gonna hit the scene and do his thing. I don't even know what's best for the country. What he's proposing is, these tariffs, and I hear it's just gonna raise the I just hear that the tariffs are gonna just cause inflation. That's all. You know, you think you're strong arming other countries, by it's like a mob, like how the mafia makes moves. You know, oh, you got a nice store here. We wouldn't want anything to happen. Why don't you pay us to ensure, that when pay us and we'll look out for your store, because you never know, anything can happen around this neighborhood. And you go, nah, I'm all right. Don't worry about it. Oh, okay, no problem. Next thing you know, your damn store burns down. Oh, see, I told you should have, had some insurance with us. We would have made sure that didn't happen. And you can't prove that they're the ones that burned the shit down in the first place. Excuse my language. But anyway, the world is seemingly going through a shift. Right before your eyes, like, minute by minute, every day. If you don't pay attention, it's going to catch you off guard. The job market, how things are happening, how things are happening, seemingly biblically. And I know, again, this is not a religious channel, and some of you are not religious. Some of you don't believe in the spiritual side of things. But, absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Remember that. Absence of evidence is not evidence of the absence of whatever it is that's not evident. Okay? You don't see a lot of things that exist. You don't see wind, but it's a force. You don't see magnetism, but it's a force. You can't really see electricity, but you can see the results of it. I mean, you can see it through certain apparatuses. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying. You can see it through certain instruments, but you can't see it usually with the naked eye. But it exists. You can see the results of electricity, sure. So again, there's a lot of things that you can't see that exist. So just because you don't believe in certain things spiritually doesn't mean they don't exist. All right, so I said that to say, biblically, prophecy and all of that stuff, the end of the world and all of that, I read the Bible and Scripture just to see what's just to try to understand what's printed, because if you're going to disagree with something, you have to even know what you're disagreeing with. It's like having an argument with an old girlfriend. I can remember we get into a discussion and she doesn't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. Well, you don't even know what you're disagreeing with. You're just disagreeing with yourself. All right, cool. I'm going to just do what I'm doing, or I'm going to just handle it my way since you don't want to be involved. Matter of fact, I don't even need your input. Just, this ain't going to work. But I agree to disagree. If I'm going to disagree with you, I need to hear what you're talking about first, so I can make a true assessment and go, no, I hear that, disagree, because the math of what you're talking about in my mind doesn't compute. But if you don't even get the equation, you don't even know what kind of output to if there's no input, how can you get an output? Doesn't make sense. So, general chat, I was just generally thinking about some of this stuff. Again, we are going through a major shift. And it's natural. It's just not the first time. It happens periodically, you know. I don't know, every 5 years, every 10 years, every 15 years, every 3 years. I'm not sure, because it's only when you get to a place of when you're able to be settled and pay attention to what's going on. But if you're like busy, there's a lot of people who are not recognizing it, because they're working day to day, they're working day to day, not realizing what's happening. They're just going to work day in, day out, not knowing what's the deal. I mean, I go to work too, but I just happen to be a little more conscious. I don't really use the term woke, even though the term woke is relative, but they've taken it all out of context, so I don't even use it. Woke. As soon as Kamala Harris started saying it, I dropped it. I mean, no disrespect to her, but she totally disrespected the people of the nation, because she basically said, everyone's an idiot. Vote for me. You're stupid. Vote for me anyway. But people are smarter than she thought. Now, people may not like Donald Trump. I don't know the man. People say he's an asshole or arrogant or whatever. Well, who's not, to a degree, in a position of power? But at least the man shows some class and etiquette in the way he handles certain things. You may have heard some sound bites and have taken it out of context. And who knows, a lot of the things that you have heard may not have even have been him, because AI can generate anything now. So come on. You don't know you don't even know. They can manufacture anything. Just like all of this stuff with Sean Combs. I talked to an exec who's in the music industry, actually, an associate. I wouldn't really necessarily say a friend, but just somebody I know. And the bottom line, I was like, hey man, I mean, you can't be guilty from just attending a Diddy party. And he was like, nah, it's more than that. And I just left it there. I didn't say anything else. But all of this was through text anyway. It was like, more than that. I said, all right, cool. But he did a disclaimer. I was at a Diddy party maybe way back in 92. I said, oh, okay, whatever. Or it was maybe not 92, but it was long time ago, 2000, I don't know, long time ago. But anyway, I digress on that. But yeah, major shift going on. Pay attention to where you are, what opportunities are available that you may need to take advantage of, because money is relative. Manifestation is relative as well. So make sure your mind is not cluttered with a bunch of garbage. I mean, we're all exposed to it, whatever. But just try your best to filter out the BS. I try to filter out the crap. When people are talking, I listen. And if they're talking too much and just saying anything, I don't even respond. I just do a shuffle off the buffalo is what they called it back in the old days. This is a old term, back in the 20s. I'm not that old. I'm just, I just pick up on some of the stuff I've heard. That's all. If it makes sense, I'll use it. No big deal. But yeah, I've got more to say. This was just an in general thought about how things are shifting. We are emerging into a whole new, system, time, a new economy, everything's changing. I don't know if we should all just start preparing to go into the woods. Is a crash coming? Putin was talking about, hey, I don't want war, but if you want smoke, I got the whole pack right here. We can set it off. And don't think, and I said this in another posting, another YouTube video, Putin was like, hey, don't let the government fool y'all. If we release a missile headed your way, you're gonna get it. But I'm like, hey, I don't know. America might have something to take care of that. So, but either way, you gotta prepare yourself, because you don't know. I was listening to Richard Wolff. He's he's an economist, intelligent man. I've listened to him over the years. He has broken things down as far as the economy, the who and the what and the why. And he was saying that the G7 is nothing compared to, the G7, G20. That's the oh my gosh, what do you call it? It's so to explain it the best I can. It has to do with it's global economics, and how countries come together, like the BRICS, and the BRICS are Russia, China, South Africa, India, and it's not Britain. So the BRICS nation, right? All those nations, and then the G7. It's not Britain. It's Brazil. Sorry. But then you have the G7, which is everything else: Canada, United States, and Italy, Germany, France. And it's like a war. Japan, and it's like a war between these two economic nations and structures and power, and and then you and me, we get caught up in the middle of all of that. And most of us don't even know what all of that means, But it is a factor. Again, just because you don't believe in it, you don't see it, doesn't mean it doesn't affect you. Yeah. But anyway, hold on to your hat. Things may get a little crazy. Yeah? All right, chime in with you later. Peace.